ini.
Meve's path took her to the village of Iconfurt. Unlike most settlements in the area, not a single human dwelled here. Instead, only elves and dwarves sat on its porches and stared at the passing Lyrians with clear aversion. Not a single greeting was extended to their allies in arms. Not a single peddler tried to hawk their wares. The only sound was that of snapping shutters and slamming doors.
Something's amiss.
Rayla said, furrowing her brow.
Order a halt, my lady, and give me a moment to look around.
Oke.
You've a quarter of an hour,
Meve said as she dismounted.
and not a moment more.
The Queen sat in the shade of a large pear tree.
Lady, come with us, please. You'll need to see this for yourself.
The sergeant led her to the still smouldering remains of a mill. Her soldiers were picking things out from the ashes. When she got closer, she realized in horror they were human skulls, some no larger than apples.
Tell the villagers to gather by the well,
The Queen said in a strained voice.
or be executed.
The elves and dwarves attempted no denials. They admitted Eldane and his Scoia'tael had helped them round up all the humans in their village, march them into the mill, then set it aflame.
They stole our lands, defiled our names, beat us, murdered us in bloodthirsty pogroms.
Shouted one of the dwarves.
They had it coming to them. Got their comeuppance, I'd say.
Meve was no stranger to the cruelty of war, but the enormous evil she found in Iconfurt overwhelmed her. She felt a terrible weight on her chest, found it hard to draw breath, and her head spun. She felt she could hear the cries of humans being burned alive.
Mom,
Whispered Reynard.
you must pronounce something.
Or simply turn the matter over to me, Your Grace.
Rayla interrupted.
I know what to do.
Okay, have the non-human escorted to the nearest city. Let Rayla punish them as she sees fit. Have the non-human escorted to the nearest city. Sebenarnya gini ya, kalau kondisinya tuh si Meve, dia paham banget ya kekejaman si elf ya, si Elden dan gengnya gitu. Cuman ya dari point of view-nya si siapa? Point of view-nya si warga-warga di situ yang ada dwarf sama ada elf juga, si manusia tuh udah kayak okupasi gitulah desanya, dan tujuannya si Elden tuh emang untuk melindungi si warga-warga itu gitu ya, si dwarf sama si elfnya gitu. Cuman di sini pilihannya adalah Rayla bakal ngehukum mereka atau kita ngenolongin mereka buat pindah ke kota lain, ke kota terdekat. Aduh. Ini sih.
You know what you deserve.
Meve said.
But my soldiers are neither murderers nor executioners, and you are not my subjects. So I shall have you escorted to Rosberg. Let the authorities there mete out justice. With a noose, I hope.
The Queen chose a dozen soldiers and tasked them with seeing the non-humans of Iconfurt tried by an Edirnian judge. In doing so, she weakened her forces, but saved herself and her Lyrians from having to carry out a bloody sentence by their own hand.
Oke. Tapi moralnya langsung turun. I see. Tough decision sih. Kalau aku sih ya mau gak mau ya udahlah. Ngapain dendam juga gitu loh. Gitu. Oke, ini kita lawan monster lagi, gengs.
What was that?
Meve asked Reynard, who rode beside her.
A scream. A man's, I think.
Need to investigate. Gather a few men and we ride. Quickly!
The screaming came from a small settlement. When Meve rode up to its farmhouses, her horse reared and neighed in terror. Necrophages swarmed all around. The monsters surrounded a few Nilfgaardians who were trying, with no success, to chase them off with torches. Reynard swept his gaze over the carnage and said,
They cannot stave them off, and their armor is too heavy for them to flee.
Ini kita leave aja deh.
Meve squinted and smiled cruelly.
Soldiers, we behold a battle. On one side fight bloodthirsty, mindless beasts who live to kill, and on the other, ghouls. To my mind, they deserve one another. Fall back.
The queen tugged the reins and turned her mount, ready to leave the village, when Aik stepped into her path.
'Tis ignoble!
The knight cried.
No matter the crest they bear, men they are still. And I, Aik of Denel, shall race to their succor, even if I must pitch battle alone.
Without awaiting the queen's response, Aik lowered his lance, spurred his mount, and charged at the beasts.
Oke. Ini kita join aja deh.
Blast it all.
Meve swore, drawing her sword.
Suppose we can't just leave that fool to the ghouls. Follow me. To battle.
Gara-gara Egg. Oke. Wow, Esakar. In defense of the enemy. Oke, kita butuh ini. Egg juga butuh damage lalalala. Oke. Random card from graveyard. Kayaknya penting gak ya? Enggak. Ini harus ada order sih. Ini. Tapi apa coba? Ini ya? Oh ya ini. Semoga aja ini nggak mati duluan. Oke. Oke, double. Baik, baik. Udah sih kayaknya. Kita coba dulu deh.
Lower your weapons. We're here to rescue you.
This evil I shall trample out, root and branch!
Oke. Kita ini dulu deh.
Why do you help us?
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Oke. Kita coba ini dulu. Ini yang annoying ini si neker-neker ini nih.
Let the ghouls eat him, I say.
Silence! The Queen has made her decision.
Are you mad? Don't shake that!
Ini kita coba pindahin kali ya. Kita coba ini. Blitz. Oke, kita punya Blitz. Kita coba bunuh dulu ini nih.
One bullet's all I need.
Ya udah penuh ya. Wait, kita ambil dulu ini. Ambil apa ya? Yang mana ya? Ini dulu deh.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
As ordered.
Oke, ini kita pindahin dulu ke bawah. Enggak. Kayaknya ini aja deh. Ini ya, malah ada ya lagi. Wah, kalah nih kita. Kita harus menang nggak sih atau gimana sih rulesnya?
Give me a target. Quick and painful this'll be.
Kita kalah nih.
A knight should help. Our codex commands it.
Menang deng. Okay.
It worked, Your Grace. The monsters flee.
The Lyrians and the Nilfgaardians fought the monsters side by side, a united force. But when the last necrophage fell, the soldiers immediately returned to their respective divisions. Meve's soldiers looked at the invaders askance, uncertain what would happen next. Suddenly, one of the Nilfgaardians broke ranks and fell to his knees.
Your Grace, I know you have no reason to trust us, but we are not enemies. We hail from Geso, a land Nilfgaard conquered and made its province. We did not ask to fight in this war by force. We were conscripted.
The soldier hefted his sword by the blade and handed it, hilt first, to the queen.
We yearned for a way to desert, and we have found it. Your Grace, allow us to join your army. We long for the Empire's defeat every bit as much as you do.
Ini aja deh, join.
Meve helped the kneeling soldier to his feet.
The enemy of Nilfgaard is my friend, no matter who he is or whence he hail.
The Lyrians were
Oke, Geso Footman, Geso Arbales. Wow. Kita dapat army geng. Kita lihat. On round 1 start appear on the battlefield. Order move this unit to your random deck, then summon a random unit from your deck to random allied row. On round 1 start appear on the battlefield. Gila. Move this unit to your deck, then summon a random unit from your deck to random allied row. Tidur deh. Kita exit. Kita cek. Oke, kita ke atas dulu nih, ke bawah dulu. Oh, itu ada, masih ada. Kita ke bawah dulu dah. Make your way through the molder wood. Oke. Ntar kita tuh kayak ada teka-teki yang belum kepecahin nggak sih? Ini nih si wait. Ini nih. Key maps. Oke, hidden map. Reference map. Patokannya ini ya, jalan ini. Oke.
Have we not passed this way before?
Scouts say no, Your Grace. They mark the trees.
Elves could have erased the marks, or left new ones where we've yet to tread.
Tuh hancur, berarti kita ke kiri aja. Nah, kiri masih banyak tuh. Ini juga masih ada ya. Ya kita ke kiri dulu aja. Kiri sini. Karena yang pas ke sana kita nggak punya jalan ke bawah. Oke, kita cek beberapa tempat. Ini udah ya? Oh, kita ke atas nih. Kita ke atas ini. Harusnya ini sih, di sini nih. Bukan ya? Si hidden chest-nya. Oke, nice. Oh, kan. Emang sengaja kita ke kiri. Oke. Saya ini aman.